Close all that out. All right, yeah, we're good to go then. All right, everyone ready to rock?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Hey, everyone, welcome back to episode 61 of the Just Us Guys podcast. We know it's been a minute, roughly about 3 weeks. If you did join us for our little draft live stream, you probably caught some good laughs, some good shenanigans between the boys. Yet again, the Packers failed to do anything. I think the Steelers had an all right one, and Cade was definitely the winner of the group.
Eagles might be the winner of the offseason. Their offseason has been unbelievably good.
I will say it's not bad. It's shaping up to be very promising in what is a weak NFC. So yeah, the Eagles could very well make some noise this season.
Yeah, I mean they're already putting in the top 10 of the power rankings in the AFC. I mean the NFC and stuff like.
To be fair, they did make the playoffs last year, which automatically.
Honestly, if they wouldn't even have got AJ Brown, they should have been top 10 in the NFC going into this year. I mean.
Yeah, but I'm saying like they're like I'm saying top 10 as like they're like.
Yeah, they're top 4 of the NFC.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Which, again, to be fair, they did make the playoffs, so
the old Eagles.
By default, they should be.
Mm-hmm.
The AFC's just stacked.
The AFC is probably the most stacked it's ever been in the history of the AFC. Because the AFC has always been, I understand, like, the Patriots make that, like, more lopsided, but the AFC's always been top-heavy. Like, they've always just been, like 4 or 5 teams that have been good for, like, literally 30 years, and maybe more. And then there's a lot of teams that are just really, really bad. Like, they've been really, really bad. But, like, now, like, I mean, Cal and I were talking about it, because I was talking about, when we get close to the NFL and we start talking about that stuff, my prediction this year is going to be that the Jets are going to be better than what everyone thinks they're going to be. I think the Jets are gonna beat their win total.
Under 6 wins.
Over under 6 wins.
Yeah.
I would say
It's 7.
I would say 6. I would say 6 to 7 is how many wins they're gonna have. So I'm gonna say I looked at their schedule and their schedule's tough. So I'm gonna say the under of if it was 6.5, I'd say under. But if it was 5.5, I'd say over.
Okay, so you're sitting right at 6. Got it. Yeah, which I think, that is a huge improvement for the Jets.
Yeah, that's 2 wins than last year, and they're also playing a very tough schedule. Like the AFC East is actually good now, and then they play the NFC North and the AFC North. Like that's pretty solid. The worst teams they're going to play are the Lions, the Bears, Jacksonville, and I think there was one other team, Cal, I can't remember who we talked about. But I think the Jets have had a really good offseason, too. I think they're going to be better than what a lot of people are giving them credit for.
I don't disagree with that. I just think that the AFC is so difficult, and their division is also insanely difficult.
Yeah, well, that's what the whole point me and Cal were talking about. There's only, like, 4 bad AFC teams right now. Like ones that, like, you're like, there's no chance they make the playoffs. The Jets, the Jags,
Jacksonville,
the Houston. And...
There's someone we're not thinking of, but yeah.
Lions. Wait, no, they're NFC. I'm an idiot.
No, Ty, really, that's really it. The whole AFC West can make the playoffs. Every team in the AFC North can make the playoffs, and then 3 out of 4, I think, in the AFC East could make the playoffs, and then I would say only 2 teams in the South can. Literally, there's only 3 teams that, like, right now I'm like, okay, those teams I would bet
in the AFC,
in the AFC I would bet $1,000 that all 3 of them don't make the playoffs.
We're throwing around fans out here.
I think I have to agree with that, honestly. I actually do.
If any of those 3 teams make the playoffs over all the teams I just named, then something went dramatically wrong. Like dramatically wrong. Like someone died. People died.
Well, it happened last year. The Bengals made the Super Bowl.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
off of a 6-10 season or something like that.
Yeah, but
they were 4-12.
4-12.
Yeah, but I also think that everyone knew that the Bengals with Joe Burrow are better than a 4-12 team. I mean, he did tear his ACL.
I don't think anybody knew that they were a Super Bowl contender for sure.
No. That's no.
But I knew that they were better than 4-12. Maybe
you can't tell me that, like, going into this year, if they went like 7-10 or
7-9,
8-9, I would not have been surprised.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
As long as Joe Burrow was healthy, I think they could have put up
And they
some.
really didn't do that much better than that. They really only went like 10-7. They won the division at 10-7. So
Yep.
it wasn't like they went like 13-4. Like it was a 10-7 year, and they just so happened to win the playoff games. I mean, that's just the way it went.
I mean, that's how it goes, though.
It is.
All right,
Shit flows like
Cal,
crazy.
you want to hop into your question? It's been a
I'm
minute.
gonna
so
do my question. Okay. Simple question, really.
All
How
right, love to
deep
hear
is
it.
too deep?
Did you just get that off of the tweet that Kate sent in the group?
No. How deep?
Oh, that was
Too
funny,
deep.
dude. That's funny though. That's a funny tweet.
So I'll give you a little bit of context. When you're telling someone to go deep, how deep is too deep for you?
For a football or a
How deep?
baseball?
390. 390
I'm like
deep.
3 centimeters.
I knew where you were going with it. Because if we're talking water, like 15 feet's too deep.
No, I'm
think-
talking centimeters.
I'm talking yards. 390. That's deep.
It's too much.
Way too deep.
I would say
Football, like 45 yards, probably too deep for me. I can chuck.
That's a good
pigskin pretty
poke.
well,
45
but-
yards is a good
Bro,
poke.
I
With
get
No,
that.
I
with
can
an
still
NFL
chuck a-
football,
Yeah.
NFL football, it's a good poke. With an
I
I walked it off on the air, like without it just ducking
I
everywhere.
feel like I could
I
throw
can
like
chuck a solid 40.
yeah, I
still.
think I could throw a college football probably 40, 45, but NFL be a little
I
bit
will
shorter.
tell
Are we talking running start or from like
Like
set?
you're-
It's
just
like
like
a
you're-
set position.
you-
No,
You're
like
taking- you're
you do
taking a
a
snap.
5-step
Taking a
drop
snap,
and then
okay.
you do a little hop step.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not.
talking
You're not
NFL
flat footing
football,
that
I'm not
bitch.
throwing
You
40
throw your
yards.
back out.
Yeah, no.
In NFL
That's what I'm
football,
saying.
I'm not throwing 40 yards. I can tell you that.
I genuinely can, and I was honest to God shocked. And
Well, you're also
No,
6'3".
To be honest,
no,
with
and,
you,
and I'm saying my arm was like
Dude.
no, I literally like felt the nerve in my elbow.
yeah, no. To be honest with you, out of every sport that I've played, it's I have always said that I have a weak arm. I've always had a weak throwing arm. I've never been able to throw hard pitches. I mean, I was a catcher, so
I was gonna say, yeah.
You threw it hard, but you didn't have
Dave,
to.
you had to have a short, choppy throwing
Yeah,
motion.
like I
Caught.
never threw anything.
Yeah.
I was never the thrower of things. I was always
Yeah,
on the
you
other
you
end.
had to be snappy. You had to be
Yeah.
snappy with being
Yeah,
a
so
catcher.
I will wholeheartedly tell you that I don't think at any point in my life I could throw a NFL football 40 yards.
I threw a couple tutters to tie in flag football. I mean, I threw a couple tutters.
Yeah,
Back
like,
in-
I actually have my flag football jersey from
Yeah,
counter
fifth,
sport in my
fifth
bedroom.
and sixth grade, just slinging that rock.
Really, Smiley.
It's not even a joke. Yeah, football 45, 50 yards is too deep.
Yeah. Baseball at this point in my life right now, where I currently stand throwing a baseball, I used to be able to throw a baseball to at least from home plate to center field. I'm not getting it to center field, no shot. Golf ball 330 on flat
Golf
ground.
ball, I
2D.
would literally be in the hospital if I tried to throw a golf ball far.
Oh,
Hospitalized.
dude, yeah. If I try to hit it,
Hospitalized.
if I try, like,
And you'd be
deep-
walking around with this arm in your in a sling for
deep,
sure.
Deep for me on a flat, 100% flat tee shot is anything over 315. That's too deep for me. Cal had a really good point yesterday. He hasn't hit a baseball or fielded a ball in 10 plus years, so although I'm not even going to count that because I don't like if you.
It will-
I
actually thought
genuinely
about
don't
it.
even have a bar to gauge off of for
Yeah,
baseball because
if
I
you put
literally
me-
never
if
played.
you
So
put me if you put me in front of any type of like wiffle ball at Josh's house, yeah, I got by, but like if you're throwing live pitches to me, I'm not gonna touch one for like probably 5 at bats minimum.
Joe Cooney, on another note, is the best wiffle ball player I've ever seen in my life.
Joe is a good ball player. Period.
He's a
I was
very
gonna
good
say,
baseball
Joe's an
player.
actual good ball player.
Period.
Yeah.
He was
Always
hitting
has
home
been.
runs with the opposite hand, pissed drunk.
Yeah,
yeah, no, that's just Joe though.
yeah.
Like the Coonies are good at baseball, genuinely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they all are.
Yeah.
Joe,
Runs in the fam.
I've seen Josh hit some fucking tanks.
Yeah, no, like they are genuinely good at baseball.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, I still stand by the fact I am the best wiffle ball player that has never played a single inning of baseball.
No, yeah, too deep. Yeah, those things are the
Then
two
water, literally anything over like 10, 12 feet.
I
is too
think
deep
10
for me.
feet is-
I hate deep
Dude,
water.
listen,
I mean, if I can't touch the bottom, it's too deep.
I am.
I'm okay with that.
Takes a lot of pools out of play for me.
Would you say a pool?
Takes a lot of pools out of play if you
Oh.
can't
Yeah.
touch.
For me, when it comes to like pools, I'm okay at 10 feet, but it's one of those things where like you jump in and then you're immediately swimming to shallow.
I'm very secure.
Like jump off the rock wall at Wharton and then I'm swimming to the rock.
I'm very secure with my
Like that
swim
kind of thing.
ability. I am. I am a good swimmer. I will wholeheartedly say that. I'm a solid swimmer.
Now, what was like when I was up in Glenwood Springs, I jumped off a diving board in 18-foot water, and like I did just a giant cannonball, and I just went to the bottom and then just rocketed back up.
Yeah,
that was
fun.
too deep for me. 18 was too deep.
It hurts your ears like shit, though.
No belly smacker die?
No, not a shot. Not a shot.
Might knock the wind out of you, bub.
Dude, with how burnt I got up there, no, I'm so good on doing a belly smacker.
That would have hurt so bad.
Yeah. But yes, interesting, Cal. Also, in regards to the 3 centimeters, I don't know. That's not a question for me. I wouldn't know what too deep is in that regard.
When it starts to drip down your...
Nope. We're live right now. All right. It's an interesting one. Leave in the comments what is too deep for you.
Yeah,
it can be whatever you want.
Facts. Yeah. Anything you want it to be, what is too deep?
Yeah, actually, what is too deep? I'm genuinely curious. What is too deep for you? All right, yeah, let's get into the mile-high question because we've missed a couple. But I'm actually, personally, I'm interested in this one because, I mean, really, we could do this for any city. It's just Denver in this one.
This is a good one.
But the question from the guys at the afternoon drive this week is, who is on your Denver sports Mount Rushmore? Is Nikola Jokic there? And if he is, who are the other 3? If he's not, who are the other 4? For me personally, this one was pretty straightforward. First, we have John Elway. I mean, I don't necessarily like him. I think he was overhyped. I'm sure that everyone in Denver hates that I say that, but I do.
2-time Super Bowl champ, though.
He won 2 Super Bowl champions. He was an MVP, beat the Packers on the helicopter spin. Like, it's all iconic. Just John Elway is John Elway in Denver. There's a reason he is a legend. So John Elway's won. The next 2, I have Joe Sakic, who won 2 Stanley Cups here, was the captain of the Avalanche for their entire time after they moved from Quebec to here until he retired, and is now the GM of the Avalanche and has basically built the Avalanche to be what they are over the last decade. So Joe Sakic is 100% there. Third, is Patrick Waugh, arguably one of the greatest goalies of all time. He won the 2 cups as well. I mean, he's just an animal, like literally one of the best goalies of all time. And fourth, I'm putting Joker up there because Denver has never had a basketball player even remotely sniff what he's done as far as accolades.
Facts.
So I got to put Joker up there. If you were going to put someone else, I mean, it's really hard to pass on Peyton Manning or Von Miller too.
Ooh, I didn't even think about those 2.
Yeah, that was my 4. That was John Elway, Waugh, Sakic, and Peyton Manning.
Like, and I understand Peyton was only here for 5 years. That's why, like, him and Vaughn, I could take either one if you were going to put him in there. But for me, I'm putting Joker in there just because, again, back-to-back MVPs. And
I'm actually going to change my answer now because I was going to say John Elway. Oh, my gosh. The running back for the in the night with Elway. Who was his
Terrell
name?
Davis?
Terrell Davis, thank you. I was thinking of TD for some reason, but I was thinking of Shannon Sharp, and it was not Shannon Sharp. Terrell Davis. I did look up the goalie for
Patty Waugh.
Yeah, because I didn't know
Patrick
that.
Waugh.
And then I said Jokic because in reality, when it comes to probably individual success, like individual player in their respective sport, he like behind like this goalie that you like that I knew nothing about but only research.
But again, he is like
he's the greatest. He's the best goalie to ever play the game. Multiple sites list him as the best.
Probably him. Jokic is the best individual like athlete that the Denver as a city has had. But I also would argue that Terrell Davis and Von Miller could be swapped because I'm actually going to take Von Miller. I'm taking out Terrell Davis.
Super Bowl MVP. Iconic
play with the Cam Newton strip sacks. Iconic.
Yeah, Vaughn was probably my 5.
Yeah. Yep.
Cal, what do you got? Allen Iverson, Chauncey Billups, Carmelo Anthony.
Got Elway for sure. Elway for sure. That goalie you guys talked about, I looked him up. I didn't even realize that guy was that good.
Yeah.
Him, Craig Stadler, the Walrus. You gotta throw him on there.
Walrus.
The race car driver?
No, golfer. The Walrus, bro. Come on, Craig Stadler,
Craig Stadler.
1982 Masters champion. None other than the Walrus. No, I'm just messing with him, but he was one that I was looking up, like some famous, like, athlete stuff, that I forgot about him. But you know who Craig Stadler is if you saw a picture of him, kid.
Oh, I know who he is. But there is a race car driver named Stadler too. That's what I was thinking of.
But Nikola Jokic for sure, and then Carmelo Anthony. So those are my 4.
Carmelo Anthony.
I was trying to find any
No,
Olympian.
I mean, he won scoring titles. He had a couple personal accolades. Took Kobe to 7, but that's
Dude,
yeah.
we're not. Come on, bro.
Name one other basketball player from Denver that's taken him to the finals.
No one's taking him to the finals.
Exactly.
Yeah, none
Who's took him to the closest?
Wait, the Western Conference Finals or the NBA Finals?
Western Finals.
Nikola Jokic
no
is taking
one
him to
has.
the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, he has.
Oh well, I forgot.
Yeah, I was gonna say. No,
But-
okay, what I'm saying is, listen,
But he didn't have a
the reason
chance to
why
win
we
it.
can't-
Though.
The
They
reason
got
why I'm
wiped.
gonna pick on you about the Melo though is because Melo literally said like "fuck you" to Denver and went to New York. Like he forced himself out to go to New York.
So did Von Miller.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He spent 10 years there. Like he spent 10 years. He spent his whole career in Denver. He would be known as a Denver Bronco before he's known as anything else.
And Carmelo Anthony lasted out his rookie contract. I mean, what do you want him to do?
And then demanded a trade.
And then immediately demanded a trade.
Yeah, I mean, Von Miller.
But yes, also
Von
the
Miller
Nuggets
demanded a trade,
Nuggets
won a
have
Super
never
Bowl.
been to the finals. So
The NBA Finals, right?
the NBA Finals, yeah, they were there. They've been there. They've been to the Western Conference Finals 4 times.
And who got him to the
7
closest?
78, 85, 2009, and 2020.
Who led him to the closest opportunity?
Nikola
Carmelo.
Jokic.
No, he didn't. They didn't go game. He went game 7. He actually had a chance
Okay, I guess that's what you're meaning by that.
against Kobe. R.I.P.
Ty, if you were to name the second greatest goalie of all time, who would you say?
It's Broder.
Hockey
Martin.
writers have Dominic Hasek.
Hasek is also good, but I'm putting Broder above
Martin.
him.
Brodeur,
Hasek, sure.
Marty Brodeur is third
And
on
then
this. But like Hasek has won. He's won 2 Hart trophies, actual MVPs of the
okay,
league,
that's wild. I mean, Carey
Yeah.
Price, I thought could have won it a couple years ago.
and
For
6
team.
Vezinos trophies.
Hey,
Surprised
Okay,
I said that correctly.
okay, Hasek's
Hey,
really good then.
I want to ask
I didn't
you
know
guys.
that.
I want to ask you guys an actual tough question because like this is one that you can. That is like
Oh,
it's hard.
Martin.
New York. Who was on the Mount Rushmore of New York?
I would have to.
Carmelo.
There's got to be so many. I would have to look at a list, dude. I mean, that's what I just googled from
Derek
memory.
Jeter.
Babe Ruth,
Derek
Babe Ruth.
Jeter.
Jeter's there for sure.
probably Jeter.
See, I don't think I would take Mariano
LeBron
Rivera over Jeter.
I mean,
if I-
Rivera was. I mean, yeah.
Because you can just do the Yankees, and you can't just do the Yankees. You gotta.
But listen, you
No,
walk
I
down.
You know what I
understand
mean? You know what I mean?
You listen. You walk down the
Kareem.
street. You walk down the street to any person that doesn't know sports or anything like that, and you say name a baseball player. They're probably one of the first names they're going to name is Derek Jeter.
But that's because of notoriety, not because of like actual like the best.
Rivera is regarded, I'm pretty sure, as the best closer
Rivera
of
is
all
the
time.
greatest closer of all time. Like he is 100%.
It wasn't sexy.
Holy
though.
shit! All
He
these
didn't hit
big
home,
name
he
baseball
didn't-
players.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I
you-
mean,
you
it's
could-
New
you
York's
could-
a baseball town.
Yeah,
I mean,
New York. You could go off.
Babe
you
Ruth definitely is one.
Could, like you could do Joe DiMaggio. You could do freaking
Lou Gehrig, Jackie Robinson is listed on this list.
yeah because they play
Carlos
in Brooklyn.
Beltran.
They play in Brooklyn.
Mark
CC
Messi is on this
Sabathia.
list, Ty. By the way,
again, dude, like New York is loaded. Like New York historically, like New York, you could literally
New York.
ask
Kelly.
any person on the
My
street,
light
and you're
is-
gonna get 4 different answers almost every time.
my light
Carlos
is-
Beltran.
I'm in a bad spot with that light right
Jim
now.
Kelly, he's on the list.
I mean, Buffalo.
Yeah.
Buffalo. No, I mean New York City. I mean the city.
Yeah, you mean NYC?
Yeah, I mean the city. I'm not gonna mean the stupid.
This list says number 1, Jim Brown,
Yeah, he didn't play for anybody in New York.
and Kareem.
Yeah, they're all from there. I mean,
Oh,
fuck,
they're
you could
from
say
New York.
Michael,
Okay.
Michael Jordan's was
They're
born
saying
in
they
New
have to
York-
play
was
for the
born in
team.
New York.
Okay.
Dude, I'm just saying, that's probably the hardest place to actually like name
Do you guys find it weird that Michael Jordan was named after his own shoe?
You're such an idiot.
Oh, I did not know Jordan was from.
Also,
Brooklyn.
Lawrence Taylor 100% has to be on the Mount Rushmore. He's arguably one of the greatest
Oh,
defensemen
yeah,
of all
dude,
defense.
yeah,
Like Lawrence
see, like-
Taylor is on that Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, prior to Aaron Donald is the only equal or even peer to Lawrence Taylor in defensive conversations.
right. Like Ray Lewis was definitely in, like not like as
No,
the
he
best.
was
Strahan
good,
was,
but
right.
like
Strahan was too.
Strahan was too. We got to talk
Like-
about Strahan. Okay. I actually have in my mind the four definitive people that I'm gonna go with, and I'm going off of ability, like how good they are, not how about popularity or anything. I'm going Babe Ruth.
Carmelo.
I'm going Mariano Rivera. Okay. I'm going. Oh my God, we just said it. Oh, Lawrence Taylor. Okay. And then the fourth one, I'm kind of going back and forth on between Jeter or
Eli Manning.
Strahan. But I think I'm going to take Jeter just because. No, sorry. I'm going to take Strahan because he was the better football player
Eli Manning.
than Jeter was a baseball player.
Eli Manning.
Like
I'll put Patrick Ewing in there.
Michael Strahan had a record for like 20-some years that nobody really thought was going to be broken. So, like.
I'll put Patrick Ewing in there.
It was tied. It wasn't even broken yet. So
Should have been broken. They pulled one away from him. It was bullshit.
And there's still conspiracies that Brett Favre went down on purpose.
No, he absolutely did. Just watch
He did, 100%.
Like he 100% did. He just watched the play.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm putting Patrick Ewing in there. Take Jeter, Strahan, whoever out. It's Jeter or Patrick Ewing for me.
Dude, it's hard for me to put Ewing in there when he never won a ring. Though.
I know.
Never
but
did.
He was the only reason the Knicks were relevant.
Just tough.
I know. Again, it's impossible. Like it is impossible.
What about
to
Brooklyn? What about KD?
Oh, there it is.
Oh my God, stop.
Brooklyn is technically New York City.
Yeah, but you can't count it. He's only
Jason
been
Kidd. What about Jason Kidd?
To be the face of a city, you
Fuck
gotta
yeah,
be there
that
your whole
woman
life.
beater can ride a dick.
Like, to be the face of a city, you gotta be Dwayne Wade in Miami. Like you gotta be Wade County.
Jason Kidd, bro. Jason Kidd was
No.
the Nets.
No, he was New Jersey net, not Brooklyn.
I'll take AK-47 over Jason Kidd.
Well, I mean, so is
Evan, do you know who AK-47
so is
is?
every football team you
I
named
don't know.
in New Jersey too.
Oh, bro.
Okay.
One of the greatest European basketball players.
Bro,
Well, sorry,
that dude was just a pure
Russian
sniper.
basketball players of all time.
Yeah, Andrei Kirilenko.
AK-47 is still one of the coldest nicknames of all
I was
time.
gonna guess-
It's the best nickname I've ever heard.
I was going to guess Anthony Kim.
Oh my God.
By the way, from the Martine, he has 4 Vezina tie and 2 Olympic gold medals.
Oh wait, I didn't even think of like
3 Stanley Cups.
Wait,
Hey,
wasn't
Wayne Gretzky also played for the Rangers.
Yeah, but like yeah, like wasn't
Jordan also played for the Wizards.
Nobody on the list that I'm looking at. Nobody has Gretzky. They all have
fair.
Babe Ruth,
Yep.
Don Mattingly on ESPN.
Don
I don't know who that
Mattingly,
is.
like the Dodgers manager, Don Mattingly.
No.
Well,
Yeah. But I mean, he played for the Yankees.
I did not know that.
Mickey Mantle 3rd, Messier 4th, Gehrig 5th.
Mickey Mantle, bro, like there's
Messi? You said Messi?
Mark
Mark
Messier.
Messier.
Oh.
Dude, you could come up with 10
I was
people from
like-
the Yankees that could make that list.
No, that's the problem.
Like 10, like easy.
That- Again, Lou
Gehrig.
Gehrig is remembered for the disease, but like
Lou
was
Gehrig,
an
yeah.
all-time baseball player.
Hall of Famer, yeah, absolutely. Not even a
Ice
thought.
Bucket Challenge.
That's it. It's ALS. Not same thing.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh, shit. I thought it was.
Dude.
I'm Googling. Yes, it is.
Is it?
not.
It's
Yeah,
the same
Oh.
thing. What are you talking about, Ty? Yeah.
I genuinely thought they were two different things.
No,
Oh,
but Evan,
ALS
shut
is
the
also
fuck
known as
up,
a
dude.
Lou Gehrig's disease.
Stop.
It's not the LG challenge. Like
He's
Oh,
faking
it
it.
doesn't sound cool. ALS does. Well, it's also,
Oh my god.
joking aside, it's also the actual term of the disease is abbreviated
Stop
amyotrophic
saying
lateral
ALS is
sclerosis.
cool. Please stop
Word.
saying that.
All right, we've already talked a little bit about hockey. Let's just hop into the NHL playoffs really quick. They're currently going on.
Hey, thanks
So
for
far,
the question,
his-
though. Thanks for the question. Sorry.
Yeah, no, massive shout out for the question.
Thanks for
We
the
got
question.
way off topic.
We should actually spend a whole episode talking about that because that could just be like
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I mean, like that could just be. I mean, we
Like God,
Think
no.
of Chicago.
Genuine
Look at
God,
Chicago.
genuine Godspeed on LA. Genuine Godspeed on that one.
Same with Chicago. I mean, you have one for sure. You have one for sure.
Yeah.
But
Who?
Chicago is a tough one too.
I would say
Chicago, MJ, Walter Payton, fucking the fridge.
Urlacher,
what's
Chris
his face?
Bryant.
No, the coach.
Ditka.
Mike Ditka is 100% is a.
But again, like we can yeah, it's hard.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Hard to do. Anyway, talking about the NHL playoffs, they're currently going on. All the series are insanely competitive for the most part. There's a couple. No, there's
about
there's
that one.
there's one that it was a sweep. The
Evan.
Avalanche swept the Nashville
Evan.
Predators.
Evan.
Yeah, none of
Don't
those games were even
get
close.
cocky. All right, we
The
see
game 2, it was 2-1. That was it.
No. That went to overtime, right?
gotta
We
win.
ain't about a 3-1, bro.
We gotta win. You gotta win. Gotta win.
Correct. Also, I'm not worried about the Penguins. With Evan's background, that one is also not close at the moment. The Penguins have figured out Igor Shesterkin like a son of a bitch.
He's rattled. No matter if he's home or away, he's rattled.
It's not looking great for him. But the Penguins did this to Pecorine in the Stanley Cup, so I've seen it before.
Evan, did you just buy that T-shirt?
No, I've had it for quite some time.
Oh,
As
okay.
the stickers up here actually still.
Oh,
So yeah, the Penguins are up 3-1 on the Rangers.
I've actually had it for a while. I just haven't worn it.
I think all the other series are tied 2-2.
Yeah, the Toronto Maple Leafs just scored. Very big sadge for me. They are still losing though.
But no,
They're
yeah. So
2-2.
right now,
No, Florida is now up 3-2.
Florida's up 3-2. No,
I believe.
we've all only
No,
played
they're up
4 games.
Are they have 3-1 then? No,
They were,
it's
no,
2-2.
they were
It's
down.
2-2.
It's 2-2. That's what I'm
Yep,
saying.
yep, yep,
So,
yep,
like,
yep, yep,
the
yep, yep,
NHL
yep.
right now is wild to watch, other than the 2 series, which I root for one, and you guys root for the other
Well,
one.
I mean, the
root for
Pens,
both.
the Pens.
Oh, you kind of root for one too.
Majority of the Pens
They're not-
games have been really good. I mean, for the first one, went 3 overtimes. I mean, come on, like they've been good games. Like last night wasn't like there was a blowout, but like
That was amazing.
but the majority of the games have been good. Like they've been high score. They've been high scoring. They've been.
No, they're entertaining games. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We're playing with our
Out of the
third
game.
string goalie, so
Fucking
Domingue.
Louis Domingue.
Louis Domingue, yeah. Every time he touched the puck or made like a rudimentary save, everyone just said Louis. And that was it. 25 times for the night.
But yeah, so there's Tampa Bay and Toronto, which is a much more competitive series than I honest to God expected. I expected Toronto to fall flat on their face. That has not been the case. There's Florida and Washington. That game has surprised the shit out of me. I thought Florida would win in 5. Florida doesn't have an answer really for the Capitals. I know it's 2-2, but
Dude,
it has not looked
sorry.
like it's a 2-2 series.
I hate this man, but the Birdman is so good. He's such a grinder. He's playing as the best player on the Capitals for sure right now. I'm sorry, Ovechkin. Kuznetsov.
No, and there's nothing wrong with
yeah.
that. I mean, he's a good player. Kuznetsov is a stud.
Ovechkin's dead. It's over.
No, he's still really fun.
No, he's kicking. He's still kicking.
He just
But
had a 50. He had just had his 9th 50-goal season in the
He's
regular
dead.
season.
Yeah. Just Kuznetsov is really just showing up here, like, you know, what? I don't know how many goals he has. I remember at least 2 in the
7.5.
series.
Yeah. Let's see. There's Dallas and Calgary. That one's a competitive one, but it's a weird one because I don't know who's going to win every single night. It's
Yeah, they
Very
lost me
odd
$1,000
series.
last night. That was fun.
yeah.
That's a very casual drop.
Yep.
Wait, did you lose $1,000?
I mean, I
Or
lost.
were you gonna
No,
win
we
$1,000?
We
he
hit the
would've won
first 3
1,000.
games. Yeah.
Yeah. The LA Kings are playing the Edmonton Oilers. Jonathan Quick just had his 10th shutout in the postseason. Again, it's 2-2. That one's gone back and forth where literally one team just blows the other team out. There really haven't been any close games in that series. I think there's a stat right now that there's only been 2 games that have actually gone towards the underdog puck line. So if a team wins, they're winning by more than 1.5 goals for the most part.
Yeah.
That's just a thing that I've found out.
You know, if
But Boston and Carolina. Sorry, is that 2-2 as well?
It was. Is the game over yet?
No,
No,
it wouldn't be
we're playing
over
right
yet.
now.
It's close. The Hurricanes are up
But
3-0.
Carolina came out and just smacked the. Okay, is the series tied 2-2 or is Carolina up 3-1?
It's tied 2-2.
See, okay, then Boston did come back and win 2 games because the first 2 games, Jesus Christ, Carolina looked like it just were bitch slapping Boston.
Yeah. Oh, this is the only game that this year where it kind of matters as far as like, you know, home ice advantage, other than maybe Pittsburgh series. You know, Colorado steamrolled Nashville twice.
I was going to say they fucked them up.
Yeah. This, I guess, maybe the Toronto, they've had to have split both because I think they
split. Yeah, they split both.
Yeah. So, yeah, that one, you know, Carolina won both games and then Boston won both games at home. So, truly a battle for home ice advantage. You know, I was thinking, Ty, like the whole Oilers thing, like, you know, if the Oilers actually get, you know, kicked out of the first round, I mean, what happens to McDavid? Like,
nothing. They've already extended him. They paid him a shit ton of money.
That doesn't matter. They could always trade him, Ty. But I mean, like, he's in, like, if you request a trade, like, he's in the best scenario he can be, other than he just needs a better goalie.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's the same with Toronto. I mean, their goalies are actual dog shit, which is why it's crazy.
And they have Matthews and Marner and Johnny
Toronto
T.
and Edmonton are in the same boat. They have insane ceilings when it comes to offense and defense. It's just between the pipes, they are god awful.
Yeah, they're average at best, I would say.
I just know they're not good. One of my favorite bets was to bet against Toronto if they got a lead of any sort. Bet against, like, just bet on the other team when it was plus 300 or something and win some money because they would just give up all the goals.
They're currently playing a textbook NHL game 22, where they have 6 shots to Tampa Bay 17 and have a goal in 6 shots.
Yeah, good tilt.
The tilt is a little.
But yeah, right now, the NHL playoffs are up in the air just because all the series, for the most part, are tied. I expect Pittsburgh to move on. Who will they play, Evan? Do you have that pulled up?
I believe they will play Boston or Carolina.
Boston or Carolina. Yeah, okay. The Avalanche, they're just waiting on Minnesota or St. Louis. Personally, I'd much rather just play Minnesota just to fucking slap their ass.
I'd much rather play Carolina at this point, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't like when Boston gets hot. Plus, I hate Boston. I just want them out of the playoffs.
They have more experience in the playoffs, and Carolina does not. So,
yeah.
I don't even know who Carolina's
like
goalie is, to be honest. It was Ranta, but he got pulled because he's hurt.
Yeah, well, no, I was going to say he got steamrolled.
So we're in the same boat as them. So it actually would bode well for us, especially if Jari comes back.
Which Jari should be coming back.
He was out practicing.
Jari should be coming back.
Yeah, he was out.
I think the rumor of him having a broken foot was like just fake news 101. I mean,
I thought that's DeSmith that has the broken foot.
No, that's Jari. That was the rumor that he broke his foot, but he's out on the ice practicing. There's no way you can fit. There's no way in a month's time can you put a
month's time, dude. It's been like 10 days. He played in game 1.
Jari did not play in game 1. No,
Jari did not.
No,
DeSmith did.
That was
Smith.
No,
I'm talking Jari. DeSmith is out for the playoffs, guys. He's ruled out.
Yeah, no, he just got surgery, so.
Yeah, he's out for the year.
DeSmith left in the middle of overtime. Like in the middle of like the second overtime or some shit.
Yeah, it was second overtime.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on. And then Louis D came in and just shut it down.
Blocked 17 shots. Love to see it. Yeah, so right now the NHL playoffs are entirely up in the air. I have no idea what's going to happen. I think there's going to be a couple of Game 7s too, just by how these games have been played.
I hope Boston and Carolina go to Game 7, so we get a really tired whoever wins. Hopefully Carolina.
Yeah, I'm hoping the same for Minnesota and St. Louis, so Colorado gets, like 7 days.
Colorado's going to be fresh, yeah. Either they're going to be
7 days of rest, get Kemper back after fucking Johansson jabbed his eye out. Like, yeah.
They're either going to be mad rusty or it's going to work in their favor.
By the way,
it only takes a period to knock off the rest.
Yeah, I agree.
For the most part. The rest of the series, though, I have genuinely no idea what's going to happen. Like, you could tell me literally whichever team advances in a week's time, and I'd say, oh, yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Because right now, I genuinely, I've watched a lot of the games, and I, honest to God, don't know who's going to do what. Like, all of these teams, for the most part, are insanely good.
I agree. The whole entire East,
the East is absurd.
Super
but
good.
They all had over 100 points.
There's no there's no bad team you'd rather play. It's just nitpicking at this point.
No, it's genuinely matchups. That's all this is.
Yeah.
Is genuine matchups.
The only team I probably wouldn't want to play right now is Tampa Bay because
Tampa Bay.
They have Vasilevsky. And I don't
Victor
know if we
Hedman
can break
and
Kucherov. Yeah.
Kucherov and Stammer, like, they're a good team.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if we can break Vasilevsky like we did Shesterkin, considering Vasilevsky has won multiple Stanley Cups. So
back-to-back Cups.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I really have for the NHL playoffs. Is it's just a blast to watch. I've really enjoyed. I mean, playoff hockey to me is like the top playoff.
I'm watching it right now. Toronto's on a power play.
It's actually been really fun for me to watch too, because whenever the NBA is not playing, that's what I've been watching. It's been fun. I do enjoy it.
I've done less my ass on NBA betting. I mean, I'm on me and my buddy are on the coldest streak of all time. It's actually crazy.
I haven't made a bet in like 3 weeks.
That's why I threw one in yesterday. I hadn't made one in a while.
Yeah, I've been chilling. I've been chilling on the betting a little bit, which is surprising because I do love betting the NBA. But
all right, well, let's talk about the NBA playoffs and how they're going. Cade, go ahead.
I mean, right now I'm watching. I mean, Miami's beating the Sixers in a 2-2 series. They're up 20 right now at home.
19.
It was an and one opportunity. It might be 20 here.
I bet big on Miami last game, and of course,
again, super balanced. I mean, there was a couple in the first rounds where because we really didn't really get to talk about the first rounds. But the first rounds are just like how they normally are. Not a lot of really competitive basketball. I mean, it's competitive for every game's competitive, but the series itself is not competitive. But I mean, you got tied in Boston and Milwaukee. You got tied Philly and Miami. You got tied Dallas and Phoenix, and you have 3-1 Warriors and Grizzly. And it looks like Jaw's gonna be out the rest of the playoffs. So that's no one wants to see that.
Speaking of that, what do you guys think about that play that happened with
Nothing.
Jordan?
Nothing. John Morant's being a bitch. If you try, it was a basketball play. I've seen basketball plays look dirtier than that. Like an actual basketball play look dirtier than that.
What was he doing though? Like what?
Reaching around.
He's going for the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, he grabbed his kneecap.
But he grabbed his knee though. Yeah, I mean, like that wasn't even close to the ball. The ball was in front of him.
No, but he was at his back. He was at his back. So I mean, he's reaching around, and your knee is kind of round. I mean,
optically, it looked weird, but I don't think he meant anything dirty by it.
They dapped each other up last night. The other night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think anyone in the world would be.
I think John Morant's emotions were high at the time when he freaked out because he even called out Steve Kerr and everything. And like, out of everyone on the Warriors team, Jordan Poole was the opposite of dirty. I mean, you got Draymond Green on your team. Yeah. You have JaVale McGee's not afraid to getting a little scrap him. He's not on the team anymore. He was. I'm an idiot. But Clay's, I would even say he's even dirtier than like Jordan Poole is. That was. And honestly, you put anything in slow motion, it makes it look worse. Slow motion makes it look so much worse. Yeah. Like honestly, when they first showed the play. And it like playing in full speed. I'm like, how did he get hurt? I'm like, what? I don't even know what happened. Like, I don't understand. Like it was a delayed hurt too. If you noticed, it wasn't like he wasn't hurt right away. He didn't like go to the ground. Like he like walked over to the foul line, was shooting his free throws, and all of a sudden he started like, feeling his knee like stretching it out and stuff. So I don't know. I love how
Jordan diagnosis right now. Did he get an MRI?
Bruised knee.
Yeah, I love how.
Oh God.
I loved how Jordan Poole handled it. He was just like, it's a basketball play.
I did not play through that shit. A bruised knee.
Dude, bone contusions hurt a lot.
Yeah,
like, genuinely a lot. It sounds stupid, but if he bruised the bone in his knee, he's going to miss some time.
Yeah. But yeah, how Jordan Poole handled it, it was a basketball play. There's nothing more to it. I mean, it sucks. I hate that if I did inadvertently hurt him, I apologize, but he's like, it's a basketball play. I mean, I didn't do anything that I wasn't like attending. There wasn't any malicious act whatsoever. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, they that the matchup was really good. It does suck that Jaw's out, but like I said, we've said all season long, Grizzlies almost look better without Jaw.
Their defense
they almost won.
insane.
They almost stole one the other night without him. Like the first game without him, they came down to a Draymond Green blocked shot for the game winner. Like it's
again, their defense when Jaw's not on the court is totally different. It's just a thing of beauty, honestly. Like the teamwork and communication they have when Jaw's not out there on defense specifically is nutty.
Yeah.
Well, even when you watch them offensively, it's literally give the ball to Ja and see what he can do, and if it comes out of something, then it comes out of something. Like that I don't know. It's very much how like the Mavs play with Luka. It's very.
I was just about to say that. Like,
yeah,
the Grizzlies. I think their offense is a little bit. I mean, I don't know if the right word is efficient, but like they get everybody involved, right? When they're not playing iso ball with Ja, and same with the Mavericks with Luka. That shit drives me insane sometimes. Just watching Luka get the ball every possession and break 3 shots in a row. It's like there's other players on the team that can, I just feel like there's different play. Like I know Luka's mad good, but like, through the first couple games there where they were just getting pounded by Phoenix, like they were just going right into their game plan. Like what Cade said, or what people on ESPN said, just let Luka have the ball and take away everything else, and you can't win that way. You can't win in a one-man show. So,
but the best part about what actually was a blessing in disguise for the Mavs is that Luka was out, and they learned how to play and win games without him.
Yeah, Brunson,
like Jalen Brunson's a dog. He's a
Speaking of going back to that first, since we really didn't talk about the first round. It wasn't, like you said, it wasn't that competitive. There were some really big surprises that we haven't talked about either, one being the Brooklyn Nets and Kevin Durant. But, I mean, Jalen Brunson, he was a star for what 3 or 4 games until Luka came back, and then his production went down a little bit. Because I think, like...
They played 2 games without Luka.
Okay.
And he did score 45 in one of them.
I think you guys could agree when a player like that, like when they're in like flowing in the offense and stuff, when Luka comes back and just starts kicking it out with 7 seconds left because he couldn't create anything, it's going to be his shot percentage is going to go down. I mean, he's forced into shots that he probably shouldn't be taking. Is not the best shot for him, and it's like, well, if this goes in, it goes in. If not, we take the shot clock violation. So
I mean, I agree with you if he wasn't shooting 50-40 right now.
Luka or Jalen?
No, Luka.
No, I'm not saying about Luka. I'm saying
I would agree with everything you're saying if they weren't. I would agree with everything that you're saying if they weren't 2-2 and
against the number 1
team in
seed
the league.
Yeah,
like I would agree with everything you're saying, but like it's such a like first off, it's like the same thing that like everyone in the world because we have because they're so comparable. They are so comparable. Everyone in the world has for years bitched about LeBron giving up the ball too much in moments, and he's the same thing. He would come in and you played the LeBron James game. You didn't play Cleveland basketball, and then you insert LeBron. Like that's why like a lot of people like love Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant can play for anyone. It doesn't matter. He's gonna get 30. Like you play LeBron James brand of ball. Like same thing with Luka, and the reason why you can't like what are you supposed to do? You got a guy who's averaging the second most points in NBA playoff history on 50 and 40, okay? And right now they're honestly, 1 game away from having home court advantage against the best team in the league? Like, it's hard to, like, not, like, buy into it. Like, what are we going to do? Like, not let Luka just be himself and, like, literally just dominate teams? Because, and also the reason why I think that they're playing into it more, Evan, is name a player who matches up physically with Luka Doncic. There's nobody on the Suns that do. They're all built to guard wings. They're all built for speed. They're built to guard guys who are not going to like pound him inside like he does and hit that little Dirk fadeaway and then hit a step back 3 because he can. Like they're not made to do that. That's not what that team's not built to do that.
So watching Luka play is like watching somebody in slow motion. Really,
It's like watching Jokic.
He plays his own speed.
Yes,
They play the
it's like
same
Jokic
type of
if
fucking
Jokic was
game.
a guard.
Yeah.
It's like Jokic if
Yeah,
he was a
no,
guard.
it genuinely is.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's
Also,
funny.
shout out to time MVP.
Yeah, it's funny because there's a guy like Giannis who is all speed, and then there's a guy like Luka where like I don't think Luka could possibly play slower.
Yeah, I honestly
Like could not.
I honestly don't know which one I'd rather see in the Western Conference Finals of the two of the best point guards to ever play against each other, or Luka versus Steph. Like either one is going to be fantastic. Like Steph versus Chris Paul, or Luka versus Steph is going to be just.
If the Warriors play the Mavs, they're gonna win in 5 because the Warriors have people who can physically match up with.
Yeah,
them.
Draymond's gonna lock. I mean, it's not gonna lock him down, but Draymond's gonna contain him.
Well, not only that, but Andrew Wiggins can physically guard him. Otto Porter Jr. can physically guard him.
Even
Clay.
Clay.
I was gonna say Clay.
Yeah.
Clay can physically Clay's gonna get a little bit bodied on the interior, but he still can play him.
But then you have Draymond right there with help
Right,
defense.
exactly.
No,
Yeah.
Draymond. If the Mavs and Warriors play, Draymond is locking on Luka the entire time.
Yeah, no, that would be a very, especially because the Mavs run small ball.
Yeah.
The Mavs, Luka's like the tallest player on that Mavs team. Like Kleber's 6'9", Luka's 6'7", Finney-Smith's like 6'8", Jalen Brunson's
like
the smallest.
Dinwiddie's like 6'7", 6'8", or something
No,
like that.
he's not that tall. He's like 6'5".
I was gonna say that's
6'5",
6'4", 6'5".
He's short. He's shorter than Luka.
Yeah, he's shorter than Luka. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hey Siri,
Spence.
how tall is Spencer Dinwiddie?
6'6".
You look it up. Yeah, that says 6'5". So yeah, 6'5", 6'6". Luka's 6'7". So, but yeah, like I mean, I would agree with everything you're saying, Ev. If they weren't literally, what the Mavs are doing, which is the most impressive thing that I don't think that people really are giving as much credit to. They are shutting down Chris Paul. Like Chris Paul has been.
No, Chris is having a hell of a series.
He's been an absentee father in this series. Devin Booker's going out and doing his thing because they're like, screw it, bro. Like we'll let you get 30, 35 a night. And DeAndre Ayton can score his 25. But Chris Paul, who is the player who closes games for them, has been absolutely silent. Silent. The last 3 games, I don't even think he's making. I mean, I know the last game they played, he literally had more fouls than minutes played. So, but he's been absolutely gone, absentee.
I think no. I mean, I'm not saying that it was bad that they do that. I was just nitpicking what I think could be better. I mean, there's not much you could say that could be better. For a team that was plus 20 in the regular season and in the second round of the playoffs, right? I mean, but
right,
yeah,
though.
I think sometimes when they do lose, that's what happens.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
you're definitely not wrong. I mean, you're definitely it's the game plan that they're using to try to win this series, and it's worked, and it's not. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Going back to the whole LeBron thing that you said, the games that he's insanely criticized for, the 11-point performance versus the Mavericks in 2011.
Yep.
Well, that's what happened. You can't win when LeBron scores 11 points. You're not going to win either when Luka scores 11 points.
Right.
So,
yeah, exactly. So you might as well just give him the ball and let him make it. And honestly, and in my opinion, and just the way that I think about especially a guy like Luka, where I feel like Giannis, the only thing I can nitpick about Giannis is that I don't trust him the last 3 minutes of the game to go get you the win like you do Luka. Or you do a couple other guys.
That's because guards versus big men.
Yeah. Well, and it's the decision making, and that's just Giannis is the guy that's going to win you 45 minutes of basketball, right? He needs help in the last 3 minutes, which is perfectly fine. You can be the best player in the league, which I think he is, and do that. Oh, yeah. That's okay. But the problem that he runs into is he just runs into that. Awkwardness of I'm not a perimeter shooter, so I don't use that as a threat. Everyone's going to clog the lane, so I'm taking it to Drew Holiday, he's shot 179 attempts so far in the playoffs, and he's only had 162 points. Ooh. So to put in perspective of how poorly he's shooting. So what
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do kind of thing? So
It's the same. It's the same thing that Nikola ran into against the Warriors. He did everything that he possibly could.
Right.
Everything. You couldn't ask that man to do anything more.
No.
It's just the simplicity of it's a lot harder to do that as a big man than it is a dominant guard. It is.
100%.
Well, and I was gonna say when your second best player is fucking Austin Rivers, it's not like
Exactly. No, 100%.
Yeah.
You can't just it's hard. That's why it's impossible.
Well, and just from sheer matchup like wise, that the Warriors were a nightmare for the Nuggets. I mean, they actually have skilled guards. The Nuggets are playing literally G League players, and then Draymond Green is one of the best defenders of all time.
They have the best skilled guards in the league. Like not just
like it was a matchup nightmare.
they have the best skilled guards in the
Kate,
league.
by the way, I saw this the other day. Maybe you know because I didn't do any type of digging on it.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck is Duncan Robinson not playing in this Sixers series? He's played 1 minute, making $90 million this year.
Dude, so I mean, $90 million over 5 years.
It's over 5 years.
Yeah, it's not this. Yeah, I know what you mean though. Dude, I don't know. I know
it's gonna be the best job in history.
I know that Max Truss, like Strus, Strus, has been a very good, has been their like Duncan Robinson this year. I don't know what the hell happened, but I don't know.
It's really weird.
It's bad. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
he won't be in Miami next year. No way. He'll get traded or something.
No way. Yeah, Ty, I have no clue. Like, it's not about defense because, defensively, he's not a liability.
He hustles.
Yeah, he's not a liability. Like, I don't know. I mean,
hard worker.
It just, you know what?
Dollar hero though.
What I just don't understand.
Also hard worker.
Knocks him down too. Most of the time. I don't know how he's played in the past few games, but I know he dropped a 30-piece one of the games. Tyler Hero, right?
Who?
Tyler Hero.
I don't know.
He's got Uno points right now.
Oof.
Yeah, it's not great.
Uno
but
points
also,
up 20,
I
though.
mean,
they're up 20. It don't really matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
His
I hate sports
in the
betting.
Philly series, he had 25, 18, 14, and 11.
Why am I blanking on who Boston's playing right now?
Yeah, that's
They were
incredible.
playing the Milwaukee.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That series is unreal.
That series
No,
is
that's-
the conference finals, in my opinion, right now.
Yeah, that series is unreal.
Probably.
It is because Boston's been the best team, arguably the second best team. I would say arguably the second best team in the league since January, and Milwaukee is, especially if Middleton's playing. If Middleton's playing, they're just Milwaukee.
Yeah.
they're Milwaukee. Like, they're gonna do their thing. Yeah.
Is Middleton back?
No. No.
He may be back for the finals if they get there.
Yeah, there's no timetable right now.
I mean, I think if they get past Boston, they make it to the finals.
They said when he got hurt, it was like a 6 to 8 week injury, and that literally lines right up perfectly right around when the finals are going to start.
It's gonna be the thing is though is like Miami. Like, I think I'm looking. The most likely the Heat are gonna go up 3-2. So in my the way that I'm looking at it is if Milwaukee was to play the Sixers, I would agree with that, Evan. But I think if they play the Heat, they don't get by the Heat.
I was just about to say that. I was going to ask you, which one of the two do you think that is an easier path for Milwaukee, which I already know the answer now.
I would definitely
with
say
Middleton, the Sixers.
I'd say definitely with the Sixers right now because even Embiid's still not 100% when he's playing right now.
Well, it's not even that, but literally one of the only people in the league who can athletically stay in front of Giannis from end to end is Bam Adebayo.
Yeah.
Like Embiid can physically stop Giannis at the hole, but you're gonna risk foul trouble every game. Where that running start that he gets, Bam Adebayo can meet him at the 3-point line, for that running start.
Yeah, and if you risk foul trouble with Embiid, we've all seen how Philly has played without Embiid.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, I also would disagree with what I said if James Harden. I know he played one good game last week. The other day. But if James Harden was James Harden of 2020 or 2019 James Harden, I would agree with that. But he's not. He's just not.
No.
Too many chicken wings.
Those strip clubs do add up.
They do.
Yeah.
Philly cheesesteaks now.
It is cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
Dangerous combo when you start hammering those things. So, all right, I want anyone from the West literally anyone from the West except the Warriors because I think it's way more interesting without the Warriors.
See, I want the Warriors.
I was going to say, I think the Warriors.
Want the Warriors to win?
I think the Warriors are a favorite.
Why?
They were actually the betting
because
favorite
I want Chris Paul to potentially win a ring.
That's fair.
Love to see.
I agree with that.
I would love to see Luka in the finals, and if Ja does play, I mean, Ja's just. Memphis is fun. Memphis is probably 4. I guess the Warriors ahead of Memphis.
I would say right now, if I could have an idea, because I have no worries that Luka Doncic will be a champion. No worries by any means. Because if he's not a champion in Dallas, wherever he goes, he's going to be a champion. It doesn't matter. Wherever he's going to go, he's going to be a champion. And he's only 22. I would love to see Chris Paul win one. I would also love to see Steph Curry win one without Kevin Durant for the first time since 2015. Like, that is a real thing, I think. From the West, I think those I like the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies. Thinking about it, Grizz are 4. For me, it's Warriors 3.
Right. From the East, I would love to see Giannis go back to back. I mean, I think like my statements. I think he's been the best player in the league for a couple years. Like, I think that would definitely solidify it. I don't think there's any arguing.
No, there wouldn't be any argument.
And then I would also say that from the East, I would love to see Boston.
No, Boston's my one.
Yeah. I would love to see. I'm a low-key closet Celtics fan when it comes to like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I really am.
I really hate the city of Boston, but they're.
I like the Celtics though.
Yeah, I always have. I don't know why. I just always have enjoyed like the whatever you want to call it, like the underground fandom.
We're all big fans of Larry Bird.
I love Brad Stevens. I loved when he was a coach too. So I think that's one of the biggest reasons. I always thought Brad Stevens was a great coach.
Even though I put him still ahead of him today, that would put Steph Curry 1 behind Magic in championships.
Yeah.
Steph's already better than Magic, though. I don't give a flying fuck what anyone says.
Yeah.
I mean, all 4 of us agree that he is. I'm pretty sure, but there are people out there that do not think that. That's
audibly saying like Steph Curry is better than Magic Johnson.
I think Magic Johnson on the all-time list is above him, but I think that Steph Curry is the best point guard to ever play.
Yes. All right. What else do we need to talk about?
The PGA Championship's not till next week, so don't worry about golf right now.
All right, that'll be a next week one.
The only thing is that's kind of a big deal is that the players who are trying to grant permission to go play in the LIV, the live golf event in London, the first one, whatever you want to call, they got declined today. That was actually news about 2 hours ago.
They got declined into the PGA Championship?
No, they were declined access to go play in that tournament if you're on the PGA Tour. Which is a big deal. That's a big deal.
That's gonna ruin their business.
Whose business?
Or that's gonna ruin Liv. I mean, like, if you're on the PGA Tour and you can't go play the Liv,
that's a pretty big deal.
Now it's a glorified Corn Ferry Tour that pays way more money. So now I guess inadvertently is going to hurt the Corn Ferry Tour a bunch because those are really the only players that are going to be eligible, right?
No, because the Corn Ferry Tour is owned by the PGA.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, then who's playing? Can we sign up? I want to play for that money.
I don't know. No, what's going to happen is guys like Lee Westwood are just going to like not play on the PGA Tour anymore.
Just going to throw away his whole Champions Tour thing. I mean, Champions Tour is PGA Tour, right? As well as PGA Tour Champions.
I mean, so like
I would leave the Champions Tour then.
Yeah, I would probably do that. Yeah, especially if you have
the comment on the whole like situation. I understand a guy. Well, first off, the moral compass of the situation, I don't understand. Like, I can't relate. I will not understand. But as a businessman, like looking to make money, I can understand someone like Lee Westwood being like, okay, I'm done with the PGA Tour. Like, I'm not gonna win on the PGA Tour anymore. I can go over to this Saudi league and make a ton more money and less competition. It's only 54-hole tournaments, right? So it's easier on my body. The weird thing that's weird, though, the thing that's weird is it being shotgun starts. That's so weird to me.
Yeah. And some of the events are team events, too, by the way. So.
And there are some team events, right. So
I just, like,
I like the team event thing. I do like the team event thing, I will say. But when it comes to all that, like, I can understand the lure, like the attraction behind that. But other than that, there's no reason. Like Jason Kokrak, like what are you doing, bro? Like what are you doing? Like what?
Well,
what are you doing?
here's the thing for me.
You
Even though I don't,
millions every year, like
I don't mean to oppose Cade, but like Lee Westwood, right? I mean, other than this whole incident, and I mean, it's not like I tarnish his legacy if he plays for Blood Money with the Saudis, right?
No, not like it would Phil.
But people do. Like, so, he's giving up his integrity for a few extra dollars that he probably doesn't need. And he can still win on the PGA Tour. He did last year. He won on the PGA Tour.
Who? Kokrak? Who are you talking about?
No, Lee Westwood.
Lee Westwood went on a mini run there.
He competed in majors.
He
was up there.
Lee Westwood went on a mini run last year where he was like in contention every week.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Ev. I'm just saying, like, in my mind, I can understand what, like, his, like, the attraction.
I guess.
The attraction.
I mean, but it's just, you're throwing away everything you worked for. And golf is probably the most important thing in golf, or I guess in general in golf, is your integrity and your honesty through the sport. So like, why?
No, to you as a person.
Not saying that he's and that probably just large portion of that is geared towards cheating, but and this is not cheating by any means. It's just playing.
No, I think it's a moral compass. I think my entire life that I've lived is based upon around me growing up in Emporium Country Club. Like, I feel like that's what molded me into the person that I am today. Whether it be opening a door from someone, if they drop something, you pick it up for them. Like, those kind of, like I think those kind of things are, engraved into your DNA.
Foundational.
Right, it's very foundational, just like how I think, like, mass massacres, because someone, is not of the same or follow the guidelines that a country wants them to do. That also does not fall under my guidelines and my foundation. So, you got
to be messed up in the head if that's the case. If that doesn't fall into your moral compass.
There's a lot of people that would disagree with that.
A lot of people would distree with you. So
in America.
In America, right? In America. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can go like what I'm trying to say is someone. Like, I understand the money. I understand, like, the setup. Like, it's probably just a lot easier for them. But I don't understand all of the other stuff to, like, make it be, whatever it's called, like, acceptable. Like, for me, like, Phil Mickelson, it's unacceptable to even consider it.
I would agree with that.
You know what I mean? Like, someone like Jason Kokrak, like, okay, man, like, no one's really going to bat an eye if you leave. Like, no one really gives a shit, bro. Like
Mickelson, this is the worst move he's ever made in his career, other than saying what the shit he said about the PGA Tour. I mean, to throw like I was saying earlier, to throw away your legacy as being one of the. I'm not sure if he's a top 10 player of all time. Probably not.
He is.
You think he is? Okay.
Yeah, he is.
Well, if he is, if he squeaks in that top 10 somehow.
If you got,
if he stopped
majors and almost 40, like almost 50 PGA Tour wins, you're top 10.
Well, he's definitely towards the bottom, but I mean, he's thrown away his legacy and his name and credibility. What he built up after that, big scandal with the insider trading and stuff. I don't know how much that really hurt him, but like
$40 million in betting that he's lost over the last.
Oh my God, he's his worst.
Dude.
I mean, nobody's talking about him. He's as bad as John Daly.
He's worse. No, he's worse.
John Daly lost $50 million.
The only reason why John Daly gets away is because he just drinks and parties a lot.
Well, he doesn't even drink anymore. He's been sober for a decade, over a decade now. He just drinks Coke. He drinks Diet Coke out of that cup.
Diet Coke and rips cigs.
Yep, that's it.
Not afraid.
And McDonald's,
man. USA,
McDonald's.
baby.
Loves McDonald's sweet tea. Loves it.
USA, and he drives around. He drives around in a camper to each of his events. He used to, at least. So
no, he still does.
Hey, whatever, man. I mean, if his alcoholism, led to bad decisions, which
it did.
In history it usually does.
I don't know why you would say something like that.
Then that's good that he changed that, right? But man, I'll never get behind the whole live thing. I mean, the only thing that I would ever see is if somebody was on the Corn Ferry Tour and they wanted to go make a bunch of money real quick. Sure, but you're also giving there's risk and reward. It's not like a clean process where you get you're good enough to play in the Corn Ferry Tour. You don't have to give up anything to do that. You just go out and play. You don't give up your integrity or for what you believe in or something like that. You know, so who knows how long this Live Tour is going to be around? I mean, like, how is the model financially stable? I know the Saudis have trillions of dollars, I'm sure, but
I was going to say
but how do they give away $250 million in prize purses a year? One that first off, the tournaments are only 54 holes. It's a very newer tour, so not many people are going because
they don't even have a TV deal yet, Ev. They don't have a broadcast.
They don't have a TV deal. Anybody that's sensitive in today's world by any means will not go to those because they think it's sponsored by the Saudis and rightfully so. Yeah, they behead people on national television or whatever happens over there.
Yep.
Please don't come and get me because I said that. But I mean,
it's the Saudi Arabian mafia.
Yeah. But I mean, still, man, like
I think you're all right.
How is that model sustainable by any means? It's not. There's no way. This has got to be some type of just a fad, like a 3-year thing, and it's gone. You know, a Greg Norman pipe dream, if you want to call it that way.
Look, most businesses when they start operate at a loss. They're going to throw a shit ton of money at it to see if it gains any amount of traction. If it even breaks even after 3 to 5 years, then it is clearly profitable to an extent, which means they are going to keep going. If it is a net loss year after year after year, then yeah, they will eventually have to let it burn out. But we're talking, hey, all of our cars and everything still run on gas. Oil is still maybe the most desired commodity on Earth.
It is.
They're going to continue to have money. So
yeah, they'll have endless amounts.
They can operate at a loss
if they want to throw it away continuously to fictitiously compete against the PGA Tour or whatever, some type of.
Elon Musk just bought Twitter for $46 billion. I don't need to hear about real or fake money. All money is fake.
It's true.
Anyways, I mean, the whole like Greg Norman thing, things that he has against the PGA Tour, he sold his soul to the devil and went to a big Saudi investment group and said, hey, F the PGA Tour, let's go compete against them. If that's how it went down, then he's a piece of shit. But
no, who? Greg Norman? He is a piece of shit, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, he can use whatever angle he wants about
It's a Reno.
You could use whatever you want to say hey we don't deal with the Saudi Arabia, we know where the money's coming from, and not only that but you're also trying, his whole thing is trying to grow the game. I mean, creating I understand pushing the PGA Tour to be better is not the same thing as what he's doing, so that's just
no, I don't agree. So if that was the case, and he would have legitimate investors with money that isn't tied up in.
Let's just use the example. Say Elon Musk, who's one of the richest men in the world, just decided, hey, I want to start a golf league, and was like, I'm going to do all the same parameters that the LIV is doing, and everything's all great, right? And I guarantee you, there would be 15 of the top 20 players in the world right now who signed up.
I would agree. By the way, if you guys didn't know, we didn't talk about this. Steph Curry started his own golf league. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I saw that.
Yep. For underrepresented people.
It's called underrated or something like that. Yeah. Underrated.
I just want to let you guys know none of us can play on it because we're unfortunately not underrepresented.
No, I don't think it's. I know it's for people who it's for amateurs and pros because it's for people who aren't getting college recruits. It's open. It's a very open.
See, an idea like that, but maybe geared towards money, I can get behind that for sure.
Because it's not, maybe the underrepresented probably wasn't the right thing. It's more about the people who are not getting the acknowledgement of being good, like he did. It's more based around that idea of there's a lot of really good talent that nobody knows about more than what I said.
No, I mean, I think
by the way, boys, sometime in our lives we should go out to Lake Tahoe when that AT&T Pro-Am thing's out there.
That would be cool.
That would be fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
The underrepresented thing, Gabe, was correct. I think that's part of their slogan. I'm pretty sure.
It is, yeah, it is. But but what I'm saying is, it's not a minority thing. Is what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. I know what you're saying about.
Sorry, that word has a connotation around it anymore these days.
Right.
All right, on to bets. Yeah.
All
right. Cool.
G-Poppy.
I already got mine.
I do too.
There is a interesting one I'm tossing out here. Evan, let me know when you're ready.
I have to pull up this. This is not. There's no way that these numbers I'm going to tell you are.
It's no. Don't even tell me the numbers. Just write down all these, and I'll try and figure it out tomorrow.
Okay, that's 2022. Last time I logged in was March 29th.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Again, I've checked on it, but yeah, I need to go back. I can do all the math and stuff. I just need to look up. I have everything written down because I know you weren't here for I think 2 of the episodes, so I personally have to go update it. So just write these down, and I'll take care of all of it tomorrow.
All right, so I think tie is green. Yep. The last bet you placed was UNC +4. That's so long ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got to go update it.
Go ahead.
Well, you won.
All right. No.
Against Duke, yeah, you did. You won that.
Oh, that one, yes, but that's neither here nor there right now.
Right.
All right, first one, Los Angeles Angels, first 5, -124.
Love it.
I don't even like baseball.
What?
Dude, love.
What's the bet?
First 5 innings, bro.
First 5 innings.
You don't know about the first 5 innings, dude?
Dude, it's a fucking.
Oh, Evan, baseball bets are fun. That's what I was actually.
I was gonna say. By the way, Otani's pitching. That's why I'm taking it.
Yeah.
+124.
-124.
Oh.
First 5 innings is where it's at.
Yeah.
-124, which is.
Doesn't matter. I'll take care of it.
It's
.86.
0.86. Yeah.
And then Pittsburgh Penguins money line. Well, sorry, puck line +108. Close out the fucking series. Get Igor the fuck out of the playoffs.
Get him out. I love it.
Is it back in New York?
It's in New York.
Yeah.
I just think they close it out.
Middle finger when I slide, snitch.
All right, I'll do mine.
I have to update my FanDuel app. Son of a bitch. Hold on.
I am.
Waxing crescent moon tonight, boys.
You guys see the old crack?
Oh yeah, big time, big fucking time.
Charlie could put a smiley face on that bitch.
Oh, that was funny as fuck, dude.
I'm gonna go with just because it's gotta happen. Okay, the Red Sox are 1 win out of their last 8. They gotta win one. You gotta win one. Okay, so I'm going Red Sox money line +110 against the Braves tomorrow.
Someone say they're due.
They have to be.
Red Sox money line, Sox, Red Sox
Yep.
money line. You said +108.
110. And then I'm taking Jason Day, top Australian player this weekend, +200.
Is Ken Smith playing?
No.
Oh.
And Jason Day played really well last week, so hopefully riding the hot hand. This is the week that Billy's going to the PGA Tour tournament. It's Byron Nelson.
Yes, he is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's first ever. It's first ever. You've never been to one, have you, Ty?
Nope.
You're missing out, dude. Literally, out of like, I know you obviously hockey is like one of the, if not the best sport to go to live. Golf, you would just absolutely just be in your element.
I would love it.
Just drinking, and that's literally it. That's
no,
all
I would.
You drink and walk. That's it.
Yeah, but you don't even have to walk if you don't want to. Like you.
I was gonna say,
yeah. Like Billy's not like he's gonna walk a little bit, but they have passes for like up on one of the decks with there's just free booze the entire time.
That's why I wish the TPC Colorado got some more play out here because I'd go to that son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's great. It's good times.
It'd be cool if I could log into FanDuel.
Ducky, what do you got?
I'm taking Milwaukee tomorrow night +5.5, -112.
They're plus.
+5.5. Wow.
Mm-hmm. I thought about that one. I honestly
Yikes.
thought just money line.
You said they were what?
Oh shit, that was the bet I was gonna take.
+5.5, -112.
188. Okay.
And then, wait, where's this game at? 1 second.
Just take the under 214.5 while you're at it. The Bucks defense have not gone over except the last game.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about it.
I was staring at that one, and I was like, I need to take
Cade and I've watched, I would say about 85% of the playoff basketball games this year.
Yeah.
And literally every single one of them have hit the under by like 15 to 20 points. Like almost every one of them. But it's just wild.
I'm taking the Warriors and Grizzlies under 219.5. Minus 115. I bought 1 point.
Bought a point even.
Yep.
Minus 115.
Yep.
What was the under again?
219.5.
We're gonna do a pod bet then with all of ours. Once Evan gets this.
I'm sorry, I'm piggybacking off a tie. I got a bet from my team here. Pens money line tomorrow.
We lose.
Plus 108.
We don't lose.
We're gonna lose.
I bet on the Penguins every time this.
I was gonna say I've bet on the Pens. I haven't bet on the Avalanche every game, but which was in turn again. It's like the Green Bay Packers. It hurts me when I don't bet on my team, but
you like betting on your team?
No, I don't do it.
I would say I don't do it either.
I can't do it because then I immediately just get even more angry when they lose.
I only do it if it's utterly ridiculous.
Yeah.
I
agree. Agreed.
Like when I bet on UNC when they played in Cameron at plus 11.5. I did make that bet.
Yeah, I mean, like UNC. I rode UNC the whole fucking way.
Yeah.
Bet on them every game, which normally I wouldn't do, but I just said fuck it in the first game. They won, and I was like, well, I got to keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard not to bet on our cousin tomorrow, Cade.
Fuck.
Zach's on the mound for the A's.
Is it Zach Logue?
Yeah.
I did not know there was a player named Zach Logue.
He's one of their aces. He's stud.
Yeah, the A's are one of the worst teams in like baseball history.
Yeah, well, he's good.
I don't know. I guess I'm taking the Caps plus 184.
Caps to take a 3-2 series lead against Florida. I mean, hey, the President's Trophy curse is a real thing. Never forget when the Lightning got swept by the fucking Blue Jackets.
The BJs. Nice.
Actually, though, yeah.
Okay,
pretty sure that same playoffs is when the Islanders swept the Penguins.
All right, so what do we want to do for our pod bet out of the fours? We gotta do Pens. We gotta do Pens money line since you guys both did it.
Yep.
Well, no.
No.
Do your opposites.
Fuck. Yeah.
So what was your other one? Well, we can do one men's pen. We can do like one money line, and then the other person do like their other one.
Yeah.
Do your Angels first five if you guys are so into baseball betting.
I mean, look, it's fucking Angels first five with Ohtani. I fucking love that.
Okay.
Caps money line is a little risky for a parlay, but I think they still win.
Gotta mix it in there, right?
First half.
I'm saying don't use the Caps one.
Line, is that what it is?
So we got to use the Penguins then, Evan.
Yes, Penguins.
Okay.
Angels first five. I love Milwaukee plus 5.5.
Is it the first half Angels money line? Is that what you did?
Yeah.
1 through 5. Innings 1 through 5. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. LA Angels first half money line. Yeah.
Yep.
And they're at home.
Penguins money line. Angels first 5. I love Milwaukee plus 5.5. Now with Cal's bets, I'm not sure. I mean, do we go Red Sox even though they're on like an 8-game skid?
I'm down.
Either bet is plus.
Listen. The reason why I'm doing it, okay, the pitcher for the Red Sox it has a 2 ERA. The pitcher for the Braves has a 4.5 ERA. So he gives up runs.
Okay, I like that. Then we're doing that.
So Sox tomorrow, straight up.
Where the fuck is the Angels?
All right, I gotta get this in. So I know we did my
Bucks plus 5.5.
Bucks plus 5.
I mean, it's plus 1,400.
Some would say it's a.
So first half.
Dude, you know what's a really good bet right now, guys?
Do first half. It's the first half.
First half money line. By the way, your odds are worse with whatever app you're using.
Who, me?
Minus 124.
Angels first 5 is minus 110 on FanDuel.
I got minus 124.
Yeah, FanDuel minus 110.
Yeah, we're using FanDuel's minus 124.
I'm using FanDuel, good sir. The fuck are you looking at?
Let me turn
off. Have a green
head.
screen on.
Yeah, I know. Let me turn. I'm sorry.
Hey, by the way, guys, just a little betting nugget. The Bucks to win. The Bucks to win the series.
Are you doing the
is
right
plus
game?
190.
First half money line. What the?
Minus 110.
You have live
Yeah,
bet
it's
on
a
that.
live bet. It's a live game right now.
You gotta
I
go
wasn't
to
wrong.
tomorrow.
Minus 110.
We're right. You were right. You were just on the wrong game.
Yeah. They're playing
They just started. That's why. I clicked the game, and they just went live. I think. Yeah, they just started their game. That makes sense. They're
All right, so tomorrow.
let's
For
see.
the Milwaukee plus 5.5.
Yep.
All right, so that gives us a what is it? What are we looking at? Plus 13.93.
I got plus 13.93.
Okay, so I got Milwaukee. We're doing the just the straight up Red Sox money line.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Plus
Pittsburgh
110.
money line.
Yep.
Okay, and then what was that last one?
Pens money line.
There's that one, and then it's the Angels first half, first five, which is first half money line
Yep,
tomorrow.
I got that one. And then tomorrow, why can't I see tomorrow's
$10
game?
to win 149.
Why can't I see tomorrow's game? More, maybe I gotta go more in.
You gotta go, yeah, more baseball.
All right, so plus 13.93.
Yep, you got it.
10
Right.
spot honor.
Middle finger when I slide. Sleep.
Let's go.
Don't hate it.
Why not us?
I mean, that's where I'm at with it.
Everything's like done tomorrow too for us.
Yeah, there's no sweating it out.
Nice.
I think I'm actually almost certain that all the games start at like 5 o'clock as well.
No way,
Yep.
Toronto scored. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, we'll know by fucking 9 o'clock tomorrow. 9 o'clock Mountain Time.
Yeah, we gotta get that tweet out.
All right, someone do it.
I gotta put money in my account, or I would do it.
I also need to do that.
Fuck it, I'm put 25 in.
Fucking Stars would have just won last night, and I got blown the fuck out.
25 wins you a nice little 350.
Yeah, but is that the Basada?
That is